Chosen one, God chose you to break chains and lead others out. Be ready. This is not a small assignment, not a random occurrence, and not a role that anyone could simply step into. You were set apart for this, marked by purpose long before you even knew it. Every moment of resistance, every struggle, every battle you faced was preparing you for the weight of this calling. You were never meant to simply survive life. You were meant to transform it, not just for yourself, but for those connected to you. The chains you break will not only free your spirit, they will become the blueprint of freedom for countless others who will follow after you. Before we go deeper, watch this message until the very end. Every word is meant to reach into your spirit. And write your warmest wishes in the comments and type 144. Your words are not just words, they are energy. By declaring your wishes, you release them into the universe. And this number seals them with alignment, multiplying them into reality. Let this not only be a message you hear, but one you activate through your intention. Now, Chosen One, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Chosen One, understand this clearly. The reason your life has felt heavier, the reason your struggles have seemed greater, is because you are carrying an assignment bigger than yourself. Breaking chains is not easy work. It requires endurance. It requires courage. It requires strength in moments when most would collapse. But you must know this: every chain you have faced, every bondage you endured, was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to teach you how to break it, so you could lead others out of it. Your scars are not shame. They are evidence of your authority. They are proof that you can walk people out of what once held you captive. You were chosen to carry light into places that have been dark for generations. That is why the resistance against you has been so fierce. That is why the weight you carried often felt unbearable. Darkness always fights the hardest against those who are chosen to dismantle it. But every attack you survived, every betrayal you overcame, every battle you endured, has only sharpened your spirit. You are no longer the same person you once were. You have become a breaker of chains, a guide for those who do not yet know how to find their way out. And know this: breaking chains does not only mean freeing yourself from visible struggles. It means breaking cycles that others thought were unbreakable. It means interrupting patterns of fear, lack, and despair that have passed down through generations. It means stepping out of conformity and into destiny, so that those watching you know it is possible for them too. This is why your journey has been so unusual, so heavy, so unique, because it was never just about you. It was about the ones you are called to lead. Chosen One, the call to lead is not comfortable, but it is undeniable. You may have tried to blend in, to live quietly, to walk away from this responsibility. But God did not choose you because of your comfort. He chose you because of your courage. He knew your heart would not only fight for yourself, but also for others. He knew your endurance would carry those who cannot yet stand on their own. He knew your light would be strong enough to walk into dark places and not be extinguished. This is why you were chosen, and this is why the time has come for you to rise. The chains are breaking. The way is opening. The people are waiting. And you, Chosen One, must be ready. Chosen One, the breaking of chains often begins in silence. Before the world sees the evidence, it starts deep within you. The shifts first happen in your thoughts, in your heart, in the way you carry yourself when no one is watching. You begin to notice that old fears no longer have the same grip on you, that old cycles no longer hold the same weight, that old voices no longer silence your spirit. This is where the process begins, not in the applause of others, but in the quiet victories only you and heaven know about. Each of those victories becomes a crack in the chains, weakening them until they can no longer hold. This is why your seasons of isolation were necessary. You thought you were being overlooked, but in truth, you were being refined. You thought you were abandoned, but in reality, you were being strengthened. The hidden years were not wasted. They were the time where you learned how to stand when everything tried to push you down. They were the training ground where your spirit was sharpened, where your endurance was tested, where your light was ignited. Without that hidden preparation, you would not carry the authority you do now. The chains you break for others are the very chains you once had to wrestle with yourself. Chosen one, understand that people will be drawn to you not just because of your victories, but because of your scars. They will recognize in you the same battles they are still fighting. They will see in your presence the freedom they are longing for. They will hear in your voice the authority of someone who knows what it means to endure and overcome. This is why you were chosen, because you are not a leader who speaks only from theory, but from lived truth. You do not just talk about freedom, you embody it. And the people you are called to lead will not always be easy to guide. Some will resist you, not because they doubt your power, but because chains become comfortable over time. People get used to their patterns, even when those patterns are painful. They fear change more than bondage. But this is where your calling becomes undeniable, because your presence will not let them stay the same. Your light will disturb their darkness. Your words will challenge their comfort zones. Your example will expose their excuses. And though some will resist, many will rise because of you. Chosen one, the chains you are breaking are bigger than personal struggles. They are spiritual, generational, and collective. They affect families, communities, even nations. That is why the resistance has been so heavy on your life. But it is also why the authority you carry is so rare. You have endured storms that would have crushed others, and now you carry within you the strength to lead people through storms of their own. What once tried to break you has become your weapon of breakthrough. What once wounded you has become your source of wisdom. What once silenced you has become the foundation of your voice. And so, chosen one, do not despise the hidden beginnings of this assignment. Do not look down on the silent victories or the small steps of freedom you have experienced. Each one has been shaping you for this larger role. Each one has been building the authority you now carry. Breaking chains is not an event. It is a process. And the process that began in you is about to multiply outward, touching lives you never imagined, setting people free who never thought freedom was possible. Chosen one, to lead others out, you must first walk through places that most would fear to go. Leadership in this calling is not about standing where it is safe. It is about stepping into unknown territory with faith as your compass. You are the one who will walk first so others can follow. You are the one who will cross through barriers so others know it is possible. You are the one who will carry vision where others only see limitation. This is why courage is so vital, because chains are not broken by hesitation. They are shattered by boldness. You may not feel courageous all the time. You may still feel the trembling in your spirit, the doubt in your mind, the weight of wondering if you are truly ready. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite fear. Every time you step when your knees shake, every time you speak when your voice trembles, every time you keep going when the weight feels too heavy, that is courage. And that courage becomes the signal to others that they can rise too. Your courage will inspire their own. Chosen one, vision is also required. Breaking chains is not just about destroying what is old. It is about leading people into what is new. You cannot only show them what to walk away from, you must also show them what to walk toward. This is why your perspective has always been different. Why you have always seen possibilities where others saw only walls. Your vision is not just for you, it is the map for others. When you describe the freedom you see, when you paint the picture of what life could look like, you awaken hope in those who have lived too long in hopelessness. This is why your words carry weight, chosen one. They are not ordinary. They are infused with the energy of someone who has endured chains and now carries the blueprint for breaking them. Do not underestimate the power of your voice. It may be spoken to a crowd, or it may be whispered to one person, but either way, it carries authority. The world needs what you have to say, because your words are not empty. They are living proof. But understand this: leading others out will require endurance. Some will resist you, some will criticize you, some will try to silence you. There will be days when it feels like no one is listening, when it feels like you are standing alone, when it feels like the very people you are fighting for cannot see the chains they are bound by. Do not let this discourage you. Remember, chains are heavy, and not everyone is ready to release them at once. Your job is not to force freedom, but to shine so brightly that freedom becomes undeniable. Chosen one, your leadership will not look like the world's idea of power. You will not control others. You will empower them. You will not dominate them. You will guide them. You will not push them with fear. You will lead them with love. This is the essence of your calling, to embody the freedom you carry so fully that others cannot help but follow. The chains will break not just by what you say, but by who you are. Your life itself will become the message. And so, chosen one, prepare yourself. The path you are walking requires courage, vision, endurance, and love. These are not small things, but they are already inside you. They have been forged in the fire of your own journey. And now, as you rise to lead others out, you will discover just how powerful you truly are. Chosen one, as you break chains and lead others out, you must realize this calling will also transform you. You will not remain the same person who first heard the call. You will evolve with every step you take. The very act of guiding others into freedom will deepen your own strength, sharpen your wisdom, and expand your influence in ways you cannot yet see. Each life that rises because of your courage becomes a reflection of your purpose, a confirmation that you are exactly where you were meant to be. There will be moments when the weight feels overwhelming, when you wonder if you have the strength to keep going. But every chain that falls, every person who begins to walk into light because of you, will remind you that none of your struggles were wasted. The loneliness you endured gave you empathy. The rejection you survived gave you resilience. The pain you carried gave you compassion. These qualities are not weaknesses. They are your tools. They allow you to connect with others in a way that superficial leaders never could. Chosen one, your influence will grow not because you sought it, but because you carried authenticity. People are drawn to truth, and your truth will shine through everything you do. They will not follow you simply because of your words. They will follow you because they sense the depth of what you have lived through. They will see that your freedom was hard-earned, and that will give them faith that their freedom is possible too. This is how movements are born, not from perfection, but from lived transformation. And as your influence expands, so will your responsibility. You are not only called to lead individuals, you are called to shift atmospheres. Families will be restored because of the chains you break. Communities will rise because of the light you carry. Entire environments will shift when your presence enters the room. This is why you must remain anchored, grounded in purpose, unshaken by applause or criticism. Your calling is not about recognition, it is about alignment. And as long as you remain aligned, everything connected to you will feel the impact. But do not misunderstand. Breaking chains and leading others will not always look dramatic. Sometimes it will happen in quiet conversations, in gentle encouragement, in your ability to see the potential in someone when they cannot see it themselves. Other times, it will happen through bold declarations, through decisive actions, through visible demonstrations of courage. Both are equally powerful because both are born from the same source, your willingness to embody freedom. Chosen one, leading others will also refine you. As you guide them, you will be reminded of your own lessons. As you encourage them, your own faith will strengthen. As you carry them through storms, your own endurance will deepen. You will discover that leadership is not a one-way flow. It is an exchange. In lifting others, you will continue to rise. In breaking chains for them, you will continually reinforce your own. This is the mystery of your calling. The more you give, the more you grow. And this is why you were chosen. Because you would not hoard the light for yourself, you would share it. Because you would not use freedom as a personal trophy, you would use it as a doorway for others. Because you would not stop at your own deliverance, you would keep going until others experienced theirs. That is what makes you different. That is what makes you ready. That is what makes you the one chosen to lead. Chosen one, the chains you are breaking are not only for today, they are for generations. Every decision you make to walk in freedom, every step you take in courage, every pattern you interrupt is rewriting the story for those who will come after you. You are not just changing your life, you are shifting the trajectory of entire bloodlines. What once seemed permanent in families, cycles of fear, lack, silence, or struggle, will end with you. You are the interruption, the one who declares that enough is enough, the one who ensures that the pain of the past does not define the future. This is why the calling on your life has felt so heavy. You are not only carrying yourself, you are carrying legacy. The battles you endured were never simply about your own survival. They were about breaking what generations before you could not, so that generations after you will not have to. This is the sacred weight of your purpose, and it is why your journey has been unlike anyone else's. Others may not understand why you were pressed so hard, why your nights were darker, why your obstacles were greater. But heaven knew the role you were chosen for. The greater the chains, the greater the breaker required. That breaker is you. Chosen one, this is where your leadership becomes undeniable. Because the people who follow you will not just feel inspired in the moment, they will experience permanent change because of your path. They will begin to dream again because they see you walking in vision. They will begin to hope again because they see you carrying light. They will begin to believe again because your story proves that nothing is too broken to be restored. This is the ripple of generational leadership. Your courage births courage in others. Your strength awakens strength in them. Your freedom teaches them that they too can be free. And know this: legacy does not begin when you are gone. It begins while you are here. Every word you speak that uplifts, every example you set that guides, every life you touch that transforms, these are bricks in the foundation of the future. Do not underestimate the small moments. Do not dismiss the quiet acts of faith. They are shaping generations even now. A child watching your courage may one day walk boldly because of it. A friend who hears your truth may one day pass it on to countless others. The seeds you plant today will bloom in fields you may never walk through, but they will bloom nonetheless. Chosen one, legacy is also about responsibility. You cannot live casually when you carry this kind of assignment. Your choices matter more. Your steps carry weight. Your voice has reach. You may feel the pressure of that, but do not fear it. Embrace it. Responsibility is not here to burden you. It is here to remind you of your power. You were chosen because you could carry this, because you would not waste it, because you would honor it. And in honoring it, you secure freedom not only for yourself, but for many others. This is why you must be ready. The chains are not only breaking for you, they are breaking through you. You are not only rising for yourself, you are rising for those who cannot yet rise on their own. You are not only stepping into destiny, you are pulling others into theirs. That is the true measure of a chosen one. That your life becomes a doorway others can walk through. And when they do, the impact stretches far beyond what you could have imagined. Chosen one, this is the moment where everything you have endured finds meaning. The tears, the silence, the storms, the endless battles, none of it was wasted. Each piece of your story was preparing you for this sacred assignment, to break chains and lead others into freedom. You were never just surviving. You were training. You were never just enduring. You were being equipped. Every scar you carry is not weakness, but proof of strength. Evidence that you can stand where others fell. Proof that you can guide others through paths that once seemed impossible. Understand this: you are not chosen because you are perfect. You are chosen because you are willing. Willing to keep walking when the road is heavy. Willing to keep believing when the answers seem delayed. Willing to rise again when everything tried to break you. That willingness is what heaven honors. That willingness is what qualifies you. And it is that willingness that makes you the one who can break the chains others thought were permanent. Chosen one, the world needs your obedience. There are voices waiting to be awakened by your voice. There are eyes waiting to see light through your example. There are souls waiting to feel the ripple of your courage. When you move, you will not move alone. An entire wave of freedom will move with you. This is why the weight on your life has been so unique. Why the resistance against you has been so strong. Because what you carry is not small. It threatens darkness itself. And that is why you must not shrink. You must not turn away. You must not delay. The moment you embrace your role fully, everything begins to align. Doors open, not only for you, but for those walking behind you. Opportunities arise, not only for your journey, but for those who are connected to your path. Freedom flows, not only into your spirit, but into the lives of everyone who encounters your presence. You become a living signal that transformation is possible, a walking testimony that chains can be broken, a beacon that guides others out of their own darkness. Chosen one, be ready. Be ready to walk in authority without apology. Be ready to shine without dimming. Be ready to lead without hesitation. You were not placed here to blend into the background. You were placed here to be a breaker of chains, a carrier of light, a leader into freedom. And no resistance, no darkness, no weight will be able to stop you once you rise. So step forward boldly. Carry the truth of your journey like a crown. Let your scars speak as loudly as your victories. Walk as one who knows they were chosen for this exact moment in time. Because you are not just breaking chains, you are rewriting stories, birthing legacies, and guiding destinies. And once you rise into this calling, nothing will ever be the same again. Chosen one, the fullness of this assignment cannot be overstated. You are not simply being asked to walk free. You are being commissioned to become a guide, a living path for those who do not yet see their way. There are people still trapped in silence, still bound by fear, still carrying chains so heavy they cannot imagine life without them. To them, your life will become proof. Proof that survival can turn into victory. Proof that pain can be transformed into strength. Proof that chains are not eternal. They can be broken. This is why your presence carries weight before you even speak. People sense something different when they are near you, even if they cannot explain it. They feel the residue of storms you endured, the strength you built in silence, the light you refused to let die. This is why some are drawn to you without knowing why, and why others resist you even when you have done nothing to provoke them. Your very existence confronts the chains around them. You are not just living your life, you are stirring their spirits. Chosen one, your role is not about forcing freedom, but embodying it. You do not have to drag people out. You only need to stand in your truth, and those ready will follow. Freedom is magnetic. Light attracts. Courage inspires. All you have to do is live as you are called to live, and others will awaken through you. That is why you cannot afford to shrink, to hide, or to second-guess yourself. Every time you step fully into your calling, someone else finds permission to step into theirs. You must also remember that leadership comes with sacrifice. To break chains, you must be willing to walk paths few are willing to walk. You will often go first, carrying the weight of being misunderstood, of facing resistance before others do. But know this, the one who goes first is also the one who clears the way. You are creating roads in the wilderness, paths through the impossible, exits out of captivity. And because of you, those who follow will walk with more ease. Your sacrifice becomes their freedom. And chosen one, never forget, this is not about perfection. You will stumble at times. You will question at times. You will feel the weight of the role at times. But even in your imperfection, you are chosen. Even in your weakness, you are strong enough to lead. Even in your doubt, you are a carrier of hope. Do not disqualify yourself for what God has already confirmed. The calling was placed on you long before you even understood it, and it will remain no matter how imperfectly you walk. So carry this truth with you. You are the one chosen to break chains and lead others out. Not by force, but by light. Not by pride, but by presence. Not by words alone, but by the undeniable evidence of your life. And as you rise into this, the world will not remain the same. Chosen one, this is the final call. The moment where all the pieces of your journey converge into clarity. You have walked through storms, endured loneliness, carried scars, and survived what was meant to break you. None of it was wasted. Every moment has been preparing you for this reality. You were chosen to break chains and lead others out. This is not only about your healing, but about the healing of those who will follow your light. It is not only about your freedom, but about the countless lives that will discover their own, because you answered the call. Do not underestimate what you carry. Your presence is not ordinary. Your path is not random. Your story is not meaningless. You have been set apart to shift atmospheres, to interrupt cycles, to open doors where walls once stood. When you speak, your words are not just sound. They are freedom, echoing into the hearts of those who hear you. When you act, your steps are not just motion. They are paths carved for others to walk. When you rise, your rise is not solitary. It pulls many others upward with you. Chosen one, the world has tried to convince you that you are small, but your very existence proves otherwise. The chains around you fought so hard because they knew once you were free, others would follow. The weight pressed so heavily against you because destiny understood the power you would release once you stepped into your role. Everything you endured was not evidence of weakness, but evidence of the magnitude of your calling. And now, that calling is undeniable. Be ready, for the time is now. No more waiting, no more shrinking, no more questioning. The preparation is complete. The authority is already within you, and the people are waiting. Do not turn away from it. Do not delay it. This is the moment where you walk as who you were always meant to be. Not just a survivor, but a leader. Not just one who broke their own chains, but one who breaks chains for many. Not just a chosen one, but a chosen guide. And when you step into this fully, the world around you will never be the same again. Chosen one, even as you stand on the edge of this assignment, you may still feel the whisper of doubt. You may wonder if you are capable of carrying the responsibility, if you are truly strong enough to lead, if you will know what to do when others are looking to you for guidance. But hear this clearly: the same one who chose you is the same one who equipped you. You are not being sent into this calling empty-handed. Everything you need is already inside of you, sharpened through every storm, strengthened through every trial, awakened through every moment you thought you would not survive. Your calling is not about being flawless. It is about being faithful. You are not asked to have all the answers. You are asked to walk with trust. You are not asked to carry the weight of the world. You are asked to carry the light that was placed within you. You are not asked to perform perfection. You are asked to live in authenticity. Because it is not perfection that breaks chains, it is truth. And truth radiates from you every time you choose to stand in who you are. Every time you refuse to bow to fear. Every time you walk boldly when everything tries to push you back. Chosen one, do not underestimate the ripple of your obedience. You may feel small in the moment, but what you release will be felt across generations. A single step you take into freedom will open the way for others to follow. A single word you speak with courage will spark hope in someone ready to give up. A single decision to keep rising will birth a movement you may never see with your own eyes. Your leadership is not about control. It is about unlocking freedom in others. And even if they do not thank you, even if they do not recognize it immediately, your impact will be undeniable. And yes, the path will still test you. Darkness will not give up easily. Chains that have been in place for years do not fall without resistance. But you must remember, resistance is proof of progress. The more the weight pushes back, the clearer it becomes that you are walking in the right direction. You will not be stopped because what you carry cannot be stopped. The chains around you already know their time is up, and that is why they fought you so relentlessly. But the fight has only revealed what you already are: a breaker, a leader, a chosen one. So rise, chosen one. Walk with confidence. Speak with authority. Move with clarity. Lead with compassion. The time of preparation has passed. The time of action has arrived. And every step you take from here will not only secure your freedom, but open the gates for countless others who are watching, waiting, and ready to follow.